Boker Tov, everybody. So this week's parasha is Tzav. It's commandments concerning the Kohanim and the sacrifices. So the word for sacrifice is korban. The shorish of that is lehakrev, to draw close. Our ancestors felt that they were drawing closer to God through offering these sacrifices. And then it details the multiple types of sacrifices that are offered. How is this relevant to us today? We don't offer sacrifices, but we do have prayer as a substitute for sacrifices. And there are different types of prayers that we say, just like there are different types of sacrifices that were offered to touch on different elements of that drawing closer to God in different ways for sins and different things within the community. They also offered sacrifices 3 times a day, as we do 3 times a day, the Amidah. Right, so there are lots of parallels between the prayers that we offer and the korbanot that were offered. But I want to talk for a moment about one type of sacrifice that, while not actually technically offered, is still something that's relevant to us today. And it's the shlamim, the peace offerings. Peace offering is a term that we use today, peace offering. So the particularity of the peace offering was not just that the Kohanim would take part in it, but that also the person offering would take part in it. So the idea of a peace offering today, obviously it's not the same as a sacrifice, but we do still have that idea today that multiple parties are taking part in that, as well as, in the actual sacrifice, it was God and the person offering and the Kohanim. So there's an intermediary between, and there's like sort of a peacefulness in that negotiation of that offering. And so there's also a peacefulness in having a peace offering, in sitting down together for a meal. And which I think is, peace offering is often thought of as food. And I think that also has a parallel with the korbanot, because it was some variety of food that was offered as a sacrifice. So bringing that forward with us today, I think we find our inspiration in engaging with prayer in all those different aspects, even though we don't offer them as the sacrifices were offered back then. So trying to think about finding a way to put our hearts into everything that we do, and as well as the peace offerings that we can find to make to each other day after day.